everyone. If you're like me, you love wash and goes, but sometimes you may hate all the shrinkage that comes with the wash and goes, as well as having to wait until your hair dries to really enjoy your wash and go hairstyle. So I wanted to bring to you another option for a faux or fake wash and go style. So what I do to achieve this, and I actually have my faux wash and go going on right now, and what I do to achieve this look is a couple of things. First, I get into the shower. Now you can do this after you've washed your hair, or you can do it just midweek just to change the style up. So what I do is I section my hair into 5 sections. I section my bangs as one section, one on each side, the crown, and the lower part of my hair. And then what I do after I section all those sections off, and I'll use a clip, or you can use an ouchless rubber band to section off your sections. But I go section by section, I undo the bangs, I get right underneath the shower head so that the stream of the water is flowing directly on my hair. And after I get that section really saturated, which may take 30 seconds to a minute tops, I then, while I'm underneath the shower, braid that section. So I'll have one thick chunky braid for the front of my hair. Then I do the same things on the side. I turn to the side, make sure that section's really saturated, and then while underneath the shower, I'll braid that section. Do the same thing on this side. And then what I do for the back is I turn my back completely where my back is facing the shower head, and I let the water run down the back of my hair, and then I braid the crown of my hair while underneath the water, and then I braid the lower section of the back while underneath the water. Once I do that, I jump out the shower, of course dry off, and then what I do is I apply a couple of products to each braid while it's in the braid. Now I have what I believe is high porosity hair, so my hair seems to pretty much dry pretty quickly. So I have to do a couple of things to seal in the moisture as well as to condition my hair to keep it nice and soft and healthy. So the first thing I do after I come out the shower and dry off is I'll then take my favorite leave-in conditioner, which I use the Shea Moisture Restorative Conditioner, the Gold Label product. I use their conditioner. I pump 1 to 2 pumps in my hand, rub it together, and then rub my hands kind of praying style on that braid. I then pump again a couple of more, rub together, and do the same thing and on the side of my hair, and I keep doing that for each of the other braids. Once I've rubbed all of the braids with my leave-in conditioner, I then seal in the moisture with shea butter. Now this is just raw shea butter. This is by a brand called Alafia, and I get this from my Whole Foods grocery store, but you can pick up your raw shea butter wherever you like if your hair likes shea butter. If your hair doesn't like or respond well to shea butter, just use your hair's favorite sealant at this point. So I seal with shea butter, do the same thing. I take a little bit in my hands, rub it together, and do like this and seal, the moisture into each braid. If you prefer an oil, this is the time to use your favorite oil and seal in the moisture. After I do that, then I plop my hair. And there's a lot of videos on YouTube regarding plopping, but simply the way I do it is I take a t-shirt. I used to work at Loyola University in Maryland, so go Loyola. But I take my head and literally put it in the neck of the t-shirt. When I do this, I'm left with my head in the top and then the body of the shirt being up kind of like this. So then what I do is I take the body of the shirt and kind of ring it around like I'm going to do a bun, and then I literally wrap it around itself like I'm doing a bun and then tuck the end underneath. So my head's in here, hair's in here, and then this is kind of like that at the top, kind of like a bun. This look really messy without it being on my head, but I think you get the point of what I do. The reason why I use a shirt to plop with is it really helps my hair to dry quicker, and it also does it with limited amount of frizz. So I normally will leave the t-shirt on and plop for at least an hour or more. I don't really time how long I plop, but I leave it on long enough for it to get almost dry. I take the shirt off before I go to bed. Usually when I go to bed, I'm going to bed on lightly damp hair by that point. And I've actually done this process like at 7 o'clock at night. So you don't have to do this process really early, especially if you have high porosity hair and your hair dries quickly. I sleep on a satin pillowcase, so I'll just sleep with my braids in my hair. When I wake up the next day, my braids are dry. So definitely make sure, like most out styles, you want to make sure your hair is dry before you unravel your braid or your twist. Same thing with this style. Make sure your braids are completely dry. And then I just unravel each braid, put some shea butter on my hands and unravel each braid. And then I gently separate each braid to kind of fluff it out so it'll kind of start looking more like this. So I really like this as another option for a faux wash and go. You don't have to worry about a lot of shrinkage. When you take down your braids, what you see is what you get. So your hair should not shrink over the course of the day, and you'll have nice curly coily hair without the use of extra products. You're just using products that you probably already have in your bathroom right now. Most of you already have a leave-in conditioner, you already have a sealant. You should have running water, hopefully. So if you have running water, your favorite leave-in conditioner, and then your favorite sealant, you can do this style. You don't have to go out and buy an extra styler to achieve wash and go hair. And the great thing about this type of styling is you can use this all year round. This will be great if you want to do wash and goes in the winter time when you may not want to go out with a wet head of hair. This way you can do it at nighttime, so when your hair is dry the next day, you can really take your hair down and go. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments below if you tried this technique and if it works for you. So I hope you're enjoying your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.